Australians met with Chinese officials yesterday at ASEAN. Biden is meeting with Xi right now. The Australians have a meeting tomorrow with Xi, and so do the French. So is Canada purposely not meeting with Chinese officials or representatives, or are we being frozen out from the conversations?
Well, I was back in July here in Bali for the G20 foreign minister meeting, and I had a very important conversation with my Chinese counterpart, Wang Li. And we've been engaging with China on the very important issue of biodiversity, because in less than a month there will be a conference held in Canada, in Montreal, on biodiversity that will be under China's presidency. And so it is important for Canada to continue to have these open channels with China, but at the same time, our stance is clear. I've made an important speech last week, and this is how we will deal with China going forward.
But respectfully, that was then, and this is now. So has Canada reached out to China to have a meeting, or are they not interested in meeting with Canada at all?
Of course, I'll have discussions with my counterpart, as I'll be sitting next to him throughout this G20.
That's not the same as a bilateral summit, though, or a meeting, or a pull aside.
Conversations are always very important, and trust me, just dealing with my American counterpart also, Blinken, this is how we do a lot of the diplomacy. Meanwhile, I'll be reaching out to my American counterpart in a similar fashion.
But that's why we're asking that question, is that you said China's danger to global stability, and we're asking, are we intending to meet with the Premier, and you're not answering the question. Have we asked to meet with the Premier Xi?
Our goal is always to make sure that we have a dialogue, even on difficult issues. I'll continue to have conversations with my Chinese counterparts, and we'll make sure also that many of our colleagues, particularly the Minister of Environment, does so. I've presented our very principled approach on China recently, and it has been communicated to the Chinese Foreign Ministry.
Did we ask to meet with Xi? That's the main question we're asking. Did we ask to meet with Xi?
We always engage with many countries, and as I mentioned,
Did you tell Joe Biden to tell anything to President Xi Jinping, since you won't tell us whether or not you want to meet with him? Like, did you ask the Americans to slip the message for us?
Well, you know, folks, we've presented a very important Indo-Pacific strategy, I made an important speech a week ago, and at the same time we're unveiling this Indo-Pacific strategy as this, can I just please finish my, yes, thank you. So, and at the same time, I had conversation with Tony Blinken at ASEAN. We met with President Biden also. I was just in Germany at the G7. Obviously, we spoke about China. Obviously, we shared our experiences and our views on China, and we'll continue to do so. And the G7 is now this coordination group where we talk about many issues, particularly the China issue.